Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to crochet this super cute monkey rattle. I want to say a big thank you to Deanne for asking me to create this tutorial. To begin, you will need an H-sized hook, and this is a 5.00 millimeter. This is really handy to have a flexible tape measure, a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, some stuffing, some scrap fabric to stuff, it's gonna line the head of your rattle, and a bunch of different yarn colors. I'm going to list the yarn colors that I'm using in the description of this video. The dark brown that I used for this little rattle is too dark to show on camera, so what I'm going to do is just use a lighter brown for this video, but this dark brown is a coffee. So, oh, one more thing, you are going to need little rattle inserts, and these are from American Felt and Craft. I will put the link to their shop below as well, where I got these. To begin, go ahead and take your brown and make a magic ring. I'm going to make a magic circle. And into the magic circle, you're going to single crochet 6. So that's just anchoring the circle, what I just did. You're going to chain up 1, and now you're going to single crochet 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then at this point, you're going to cinch down your magic ring. I like to take my hook out and take the yarn and pass it to the back, and then grab the tail through the center like this, and not pull it quite yet. And this front piece right here, I'm going to pull, and that will tighten up the circle, our little ring, and I like to pull it as hard as I can without breaking the yarn. And now I'm going to take the ring, or the tail here, and I'm just going to pull on that, and that will secure that center. Okay, grabbing my hook again, and now we're going to slip stitch to our first single crochet to finish this round. So just double counting my stitches here, so I have enough. So I need 6. There's 2, 4, 6. And at this point you are going to need your stitch marker. Okay, so at this point we are going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. So to begin, we're gonna do our first, we're gonna single crochet 1 into our first stitch there, and that stitch is the one you want to put your stitch marker into. This project is crocheted in the round. I find that it's really nice because it doesn't leave any joining marks. So, okay, then you're going to single crochet again into that same stitch. So we have 2 into the first stitch, and then 2 single crochet into each stitch all the way back to the beginning. I will see you in a minute. Here we are, I'm just putting my last single crochet into the second round. You should have 12 stitches. I'm going to move my stitch marker now, and you're going to place 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 2 single crochets into the second stitch. You're going to place that stitch marker back into the first single crochet there, so you don't lose your place. All right, and 2 into this next stitch here. And then you're going to do 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 2 single crochet into the following stitch. And you're going to repeat that pattern all the way back to the beginning. At the end of this round, you should have 18 single crochet. Here we are at the end of round 3, and the last stitch has 2 single crochet in it to finish our 18 stitches. And then you're going to move your stitch marker again, and you're going to single crochet 1 into the next 2 stitches. So there's 1 and 1 into the next. Place your stitch marker in that first stitch, and now place 2 single crochet into this third stitch. 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and 2 into the following stitch. And at the end of this round, you should have 24 single crochet. 1 into the first 2 stitches, and 2 into the third stitch. You repeat that all the way back to the beginning. Just placing my last 2 stitches for round 4. Now we're going to move on to round 5. We're going to move our stitch marker. And round 5 is single crochet into the first 3 stitches, excuse me, and 2 single crochet into the 4th stitch. So we're going to single crochet 1 and place our stitch marker back in that stitch, and single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So we have 3 and 2 single crochet into the 4th stitch, and repeat. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and now we're going to increase with 2 in 1 stitch. Okay, you're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will see you for round 6. Here we are at the end of round 5, and my last stitch there. And you're going to move your stitch marker to begin round 6. Now rounds 6 through 9 is just placing 1 single crochet into each stitch, each of our 30 stitches all the way around. So I'm going to let you do that. Row 6, 7, 8, and 9 is just 1 single crochet into each stitch. And I will see you for our decrease on round 10. I have just completed round 9, and for round 10 we're going to start our decrease. So first of all, we want to move our stitch marker, and you're going to single crochet into that space where the stitch marker was. Put your stitch marker back, and now we're going to single crochet into the next stitch and the next stitch. So we're going to single crochet 3 on the first round. And now we're going to single crochet decrease, which is insert your hook and grab your yarn, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and that will be the decrease. Then you're going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches, 1 into each stitch. There's 2 and 3, and now we're going to single crochet decrease once more. And you're going to do this all the way around. You should have, at the end, you should have a total of 24 stitches. So you're going to go from 30 to 24. And I will see you for round 11. I just did my last single crochet decrease for round 10, and now we are going to move on to round 11. I'm going to move my stitch marker and single crochet into the first 2 stitches. I'm going to put my stitch marker back into that first stitch. And now we're going to single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches. All right, and then single crochet 2, 1 into each stitch, and decrease again with a single crochet decrease. And you're going to do that all the way around, and I will see you for round 12. Here we are finishing, we finished round 11, and round 12 we are going to begin. So single crochet 1 and put your stitch marker into that stitch. Okay, and single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches, single crochet 1, and single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches. And there we go. And repeat that all the way around. And at this point, I can show you right at the end here what we're gonna do to. So I'm just finishing round 12, and I'm decreasing the last 2 stitches. Whoops. Okay, now at this point, you need to sew on the eyes, mouth, and line it and then stuff it. So I'm going to continue and show you how to make those pieces for your little rattle. So what I do is I'm just gonna snip this yarn and leave a tail. And what I do is grab my stitch marker and take my hook out, put my stitch marker through the loop that my hook was in, and I anchor it down where the row begins, just so I know where that begins, like that. And I'll just fasten that off. Okay, now go ahead and put that little piece to the side. And now we can begin we'll begin the ears and the background to the eyes, the mouth, and the insert eyes. So the outer eyes and the inner ears are the same piece. So when you go to make the inner ears, you're gonna make 4 pieces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. I'm gonna show you how to do 1, and then you go ahead and make 3 more of them. I'm using this red heart yarn, and this is a buff color. You're gonna make your magic ring, and you're gonna single crochet 6 into the ring. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm taking my hook out so I can anchor my magic ring, just like I did right at the beginning with the monkey's head. Gonna cinch it closed. Pull the tail, and now you're going to place 2 single crochet into each of the 6 stitches all the way around, so you should have 12 at the end. And you can use a stitch marker here if you like, but I'm just going to count. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna grab some more yarn here. 8, 9, 10. Oops, I didn't put 2 into that other one. 11 and 12. Okay, I'll just show you. So that's the inner ear. You can see it matches up to that one. And you're gonna make 3 more of these. You can just snip your yarn, slip stitch to that first stitch, and pull the tail through the loop to fasten off. So go ahead and make 3 more of those, and I'm going to next show you how to do the outer ear. You want to slip stitch to join, and go ahead and leave a long tail so you can sew your little monkey ear onto your monkey. Pull the loop through and finish off. Now go ahead and make 3 more of these. So I have completed all 4 little, well, 2 for the inner ear and 2 for the outer eyes of my little monkey. And now we're going to do the outer ear. And I'm gonna grab that darker brown that I was using. And you're gonna pretty much do the same thing. Now you're gonna need 2 outer ears. So I'm gonna show you one, and then you can make the second one on your own. Okay, make your magic ring. There's a lot of those magic rings in this project. And you're going to single crochet 6 into the ring. let's see, I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to secure my magic ring. And pulling the tail to finish it. Okay, and now I'm going to place 2 single crochet into each of the 6 stitches. So we should have 12 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, and notice I didn't slip stitch just like I did with these guys. You just do it in a continuous ring. And what am I gonna do, because I don't have another stitch marker, I'm gonna use this little piece of pink yarn, and I'm gonna put it into that first stitch. Because this has 3 rounds, it's just a little bit easier if you have a stitch marker. Okay, and another one in there. So you're gonna do 2 in each stitch all the way around, and I will see you for round 3. Okay, I have finished the 12 stitches, and I'm going to single crochet into that stitch that the stitch marker's in, and I'm going to single crochet into the next stitch, 1 into the next stitch. I'm going to pull my hook out so I can put my stitch marker, move my stitch marker up. Whoops. And now you're going to place 2 single crochet into the following stitch. So that'll be our increase. And then you're going to single crochet 1 into the next stitch, 1 into the next stitch, and increase into the following stitch. There we go. 2 single crochet and single crochet into the next stitch, and again. So 1, 2, and the 3rd stitch you're going to increase. And we're going to do that one more time. There's 1 single, another single, and an increase. Okay, and now you can just slip stitch to that stitch where the stitch marker is, and your outer ear is complete. And you can leave a little bit of a tail because that's what you're going to use to sew onto your monkey head. Pull the loop through, and now what you can do, and you are going to need to make 1 more of these. Go ahead and make 1 more, and I will see you again to show you how to make the little mouth. Now that we have the outer eye done and the inner ear and the outer ear done, we are going to make the inner eye, so this black part right here. And it's very simple. It's basically your magic ring with 6 single crochet into the ring, and you are just going to fasten off your magic ring and slip stitch to the beginning. Let's see here. I can finish this before I tell you what to do next. Okay, and you're going to slip stitch to your first stitch, if I can here. Okay, and you are going to leave a tail so you can sew on your little eye, pull it through, and that's done. And you can just snip off that little back to your magic ring. And those are the little inner eyes. You're gonna make 2. And the last little applique that I need to show you guys how to make is this little back mouth piece. So you're going to use that buff yarn again, or if that's the color you're gonna use that lighter colored brown. And you're going to make a slip knot. And you're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. you're going to single crochet into the second chain from hook, so that one right there, and single crochet all the way in each stitch all the way back. Now into this last stitch, you're going to place one single crochet like that and another single crochet. So you're going to place 2 single crochet into that last stitch, and then we're going to work back along this side. We're going to place 1 single crochet into the other side. So go ahead and do another single crochet, but this one kind of turning it. You're going to work over your tail and single crochet into the next stitch, and again in each stitch all the way back. And now you're going to place 2 single crochet into this very last stitch. Alright, and you are going to slip stitch to the beginning stitch. Okay, now you are going to chain 1 and single crochet back into that very first stitch you slip stitched into, just like that, and single crochet into the next stitch, and again. So we're going to single crochet into 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, and now this last stitch we're going to place 2 single crochet into this next stitch. Then we're going to single crochet into the next stitch here. So there's 1 and another single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 single crochet into the last stitch. It's 1 and 2, and then you're going to slip stitch to the beginning. And at this point you can grab your scissors, make sure that you have a nice long tail so you can sew to your monkey. Pull through your loop and fasten off. Okay, so I want to show you guys all the little pieces we have. So we have the mouth, we have the back part of the mouth, okay? And we have 2 outer ears, 2 outer eyes, 2 inner eyes, whoops, and 2 inner ears. And we have the little head. Okay, we can begin the next step.